Oh my
So I was
God.
sitting on the toilet thinking about what I should do. I pondered the sink, I pondered the trash can, I pondered, and then I saw Cookie in the litter box.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a good idea. So I lifted the lid off and I popped a squat and I just went for it. And then
What? What? That are you? What?
no.
I don't even know how to react.
Where's our leader? Katie.
That's so fetch.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, she's here.
Who is she?
Oh my gosh, she's so hot.
So not fetch.
She doesn't even go here. I'm so sorry, guys. I cut myself shaving. It won't stop bleeding. It's really bad. Oh, hi, Regina.
Hey. Or
Hi,
hey.
faggot.
So you really can't stop bleeding?
No. Hey, everyone. Welcome to whatever the hell this is. We're, a lot. I don't know.
Beware of the plastic.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to the show, we have to welcome our first actual girl, Morgan.
Woo! Hit the claps.
There's so many things. I can't be serious with this.
Yeah, you look like a little bit of a mess.
Wait, did you cut a mole off your face?
Yes, I cut a mole and it's been bleeding for an hour and a half, and then I Googled it and it said that if that happens, like, it could be cancer. And I'm like, I can't do cancer right now. This is too much.
Have you never shaved before? Like, how did you not know you have a mole there?
So the last time I did listen to you all chit-chatting along, you were talking about your dick size, and that's not something that I can offer today.
Well,
Okay.
oddly enough, that was one of the questions that I wrote down.
What?
Well, not about our dick size. Well, kind of, yeah.
Oh, about questioning how she feels about dick sizes.
Well, no. Okay, what do I
Well,
do?
listen, I'm a cool mom, and you know what cool moms do? They gluck and they suck and they fuck.
Whoa.
Is that what she said? That was serious.
I don't think so. But wow.
8 inches and under, but 4 and above.
Oh, wow.
So,
Four does
four
the
and
trick,
above?
huh?
That was very specific. Was that from the movie, or are you actually being... Dude, you're
You'll
very
never
good in
know.
character.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sorry. I just looked over you because I haven't really looked at you because I've been so obsessed with my bleeding face. You look so good.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, you look gorgeous. I think if you walked in somewhere, I'd be afraid of you.
I know. When I put this wig on today, I was
Why?
like, I'm a real bitch in this wig. And what?
Why would you be afraid of him?
Oh, because
wig.
that's the type of bitch that would kill
Oh.
you.
This cut,
Why?
the bangs with the long hair is like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Oh.
fuck you up. If you say
Okay.
one word, if you
Yeah.
so much as look in my direction in a way that I don't like, I'm going to come and grab you by the nutsack and fucking yank it.
No,
So
it's
you're gonna
like,
show me
Yes.
why? Thank you.
Yeah,
that was a
you're-
great example
you're
of
welcome.
why.
you look like an astronaut.
Dude, but you look like it looks like a bonnet.
Have we even
looks nice.
discussed
I
our
like it.
theme?
No. Okay, here's
It's
the thing.
obvious.
So I was like, okay, we're having our first girl on the show, which is a huge deal for us. All these dicks in this room. It's nice to get
All these.
it's nice to get a woman. And then I was like, what about Mean Girls? Because you're a girl and we could all be girls. And then Jerid and Chris were like, we don't want to be girls. So then, this happened.
I love the fact that as soon as I come over, the theme is mean girls. Is that like intentional?
No, honestly,
not
the
at
whole
all.
theme was planned around when this wig arrived and I put
Yeah.
it on.
Chris,
Yes.
what are you?
I'm Damien.
This is Damien. He's almost too gay to function.
Yeah, whoa.
Whoa.
Is that your real hair color?
Oh, I see. You're in character. Okay, you scared me. You kind of turned me on a little bit. I was a little angry.
Okay. Not while my sister's here.
Not while
you're
you're a
gonna
girl.
flirt with Chris like this right
I
now.
wanna flirt
How
with
could
Chris,
you when I
too.
look so beautiful?
You do.
I was thinking earlier today, I glanced over at Chris in the store and I thought I would marry him.
Oh my god.
So I have something to tell you.
What?
He's gay.
Wait, coming from you, that's like everything.
Are
You're
your
like,
signs compatible? They're not.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Are your genitals compatible?
It all flew out the window for Morgan.
No, I like cancers, but sometimes I do get a little impatient with our cancer friends because I'm not the most. I just like to get up and get going, and sometimes the cancers in the room, my mom and Shane, just kind of like to dwell a little bit.
Yeah, I could literally never leave the house.
But I like cancers.
But
I just don't
also-
know if I could marry a cancer because I think I'd get a little overwhelmed.
Well, yeah, you very much like to get up. There's no other fire signs in our vicinity, and Yeah.
But I'll just thank you really quick because you're one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. So thank you. All right, continue.
Whoa.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But
It's true.
Does it mean
Wow.
anything coming from a gay guy?
She's gorgeous.
Yes,
It
that means
It does.
more.
She's so gorgeous.
Oh, it means more.
I would say that means more than coming from a straight guy, because half the straight guys I know are fucking morons.
They don't know what they're talking about. They haven't gotten dragged themselves to know what this takes.
They haven't been through the mud and the sweat and the tears.
It's just scientifically
Well,
proven that men are
yeah.
trash.
Okay, before we really dive into all of the topics, I do want to give a shout out to my Aunt Kathy, and because she sent this with Jerid. She watches the podcast, and she let me know that they do make chafing cream. It's
Yes.
called Monistat.
Shout out to Aunt Kathy.
Is that
Her email started with, "Your Aunt Kurther." She talks in Omergerd exclusively.
No.
Yes. And she said she had chafing cream, and she sent her Jerid.
No way.
So,
Where
guys
does
and girls,
the chafing cream go?
Oh.
I wish I was you. I wish I had no idea where
Between
chafing
your
cream went.
thighs, if you don't have the squirt.
It's
No,
called
but why
Chopra.
don't you just use
squirt.
deodorant? I whip some men's deodorant down there every day.
Girl hack.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Dude, all it
See,
took is one episode, and we're learning so much.
that's actually better because
Wow,
that
what have we been
packaging
doing
would
without a
make
girl?
me steer clear. I'm pretty shy when it comes to getting lube or bodily things at a grocery store or Target.
Yeah, they sell vibrators at Target, and I'm like, I don't know who is bold enough to walk up to the cash register with a vibrator at Target.
Especially like things like that, preparation H. No, I'm not going. I have to Postmate that kind of stuff.
You know, that's
it.
kind of weird. They sell dildos and vibrators at Target.
Target.
That's
like,
where Morgan's at.
so
Dildos and vibrators.
so-
I'm like, my preparation H.
So just to throw it out there, I could walk around a Target all day with a dildo and a vibrator in my hand freely with kids around. But the second I walk out, isn't that like illegal? You can't just walk around with like if I was
dildo?
walking down
I
the-
think if it's
or
not
if I was
in-
walking down the street with the dildo, is no one going to be like, oh, that's all good? Is that not indecent to any degree?
I mean, you can buy it at Target, so
Cheap
it must be a
trick.
part
If-
of human decency.
If you want to walk around with a dildo or something, just go to Target.
Cheap tricks with Jerid.
I'm sure Walmart has them too.
Even cheaper trick. Walmart.
With Jerid.
I love vibrator
Very
talk.
true.
Have you ever used a vibrator?
There's a buzz
No.
around it for sure.
What? Why would you have a bulging blood bubble? Sorry. I'm sorry. You look great. Katie, you look so good. We haven't even said who I am. I'm Regina George.
Evil takes a human form in Regina George.
That was character. That was character. That was character. That wasn't Ryland. That was Regina.
Oh my God, there's blood in my hair.
It's not hard for me to be a big bitch once I put a wig on. It's fine. I was the victim the last podcast or a couple
You
podcasts
were.
ago, and so now it's time for me to just really be a bitch.
Oh my God, now I'm the victim because people said I was a bully in the last one. I'm literally bleeding. So you can't say I'm a bully right now.
Self-inflicted.
And those were harsh words, by the way. Like
What?
What did you say? Can you say it one more time?
I don't remember. It was in the heat of the moment, Jared.
You
Things
Called
like
me
that
a
can't be
bulging blood
repeated.
bubble.
The blood is.
That's our band name. Bulging
Blood
Blood
is-
Bubble. It was a band name recommendation. I like it.
Morgan,
Feel
you
it.
did get one thing wrong. I specifically requested the hard nipples for the mom.
Welcome to our home.
Are we able to do that? Press a woman to have hard nipples?
Well, I mean,
Can I be a part of that?
it's a Halloween costume.
I don't think I could technically be a part of pushing
can
a
get
woman to
some-
getting
I'm
hard
not asking
nipples.
you to get your own nipples hard. That would make me uncomfortable
Wait,
for sure.
But you're being very demanding about nipples being hard.
Well,
you know?
yeah, that's part of the gig.
I think I got a few things wrong. My hair is not. I was more focused on getting you to be perfect.
Thank you, and I really appreciate it. I did find your outfit, though.
He did, yeah.
All right, what's your first topic?
Morgan, you did bring up something in the car that I thought was
I was
interesting.
bringing up a lot of things.
You said, what are your guys' toxic traits? Like when you're in a friendship or you're in a relationship, like what do you know about yourself that's toxic? And I was like, this is the perfect Mean Girl segment.
Yes.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I already have mine for sure. But, okay, this is my issue with people in general because let's just put it out there. I don't have that many friends because when you hang out with a group of people, I feel like groups of people hang out together most of the time because they get entertainment of the drama of the whole group, right?
Yes.
Okay. I understand that. I understand that.
Wait,
So-
did you just say people hang out with each other for drama?
I'm just saying. I don't want to say like, yeah. That's.
I was trying
know
to plan out my
personally.
next Band-Aid
But
situation.
no, you know, like
But yeah, I
people
get it.
love when like Christina cheats on Becky's boyfriend, when Lucy goes after
Yeah.
Sarah.
Dude, I feel so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I feel so bad when Lucy cheats on Katie's
know.
boyfriend, dude.
I'm
Lu-
serious.
yeah,
No,
I can't deal
this
with
is
that.
very accurate because as I had a pretty big close group of friends, and it was like you'd go to lunch with one and they'd talk about the others, and then you go, and it wasn't even out of like a I hate that person. It was like venting because they genuinely felt upset, but it does become the center of conversation. So I feel as you get older, your friend group gets smaller.
It makes sense.
So I prefer to have one friend because if you have two friends, then you're talking in a circle.
I see. Yes.
Wow.
You're talking about people in a circle. But I will say, like, my toxic trait is that I love to
That
listen
wasn't
to
it? I thought that was it. You're just giving us a little bio of yourself, or
No, I love to listen to other people's drama. I love when Jenny's telling me about Susie, and I love when Becky's telling me about Mara. I love it.
Okay. And that's good that you're admitting that.
But I don't do anything with the information. I just like to listen to other people because I feel like I don't have many friends to have like a drama-filled circle. So I like to listen to other people's drama-filled circles.
My question would be, though, when you were living in LA, you were surrounded by very dramatic girls. So
See, I love that.
you did, but then you stopped hanging out with them.
I get scared.
Understandable. Yeah,
Like you want to be close, but you don't want to be too close.
Exactly. Like I want a glimpse. I want a spoonful of what they have to offer. I want to hear the drama, but I don't want to be too close where I'm in the drama where then I'm the person that they're talking about to Sally Sue down the street.
When it gets to a point where when you leave the room, you're like, oh my God, are they all talking about me? That's when you know you have a bad group of friends.
Yeah, that's why you just don't have a group. Pick
But
one.
it's almost impossible for your friend group not to, because like even in a family dynamic, as close as you are, like it happens if you have a frustration with a different member of the family, like you have to vent it somewhere. Like nobody is above venting.
I agree. Here's because that leads into my toxic trait, which is when I have an issue with somebody or when I'm upset or hurt, my feelings are hurt or I'm mad or whatever, I don't usually tell the person. I kind of hold it and I'm like, oh, I need to tell them, and I get angrier and angrier and madder and madder, and then they have no idea that I'm upset about something.
And then years and years later, he'll finally the bottle cap will burst.
The blood bubble will burst.
And then the person will be like, wait, you're mad at me? And he's like, yeah, I've been mad about things for 5 years.
I have that same trait, and I think what it is if you hold on to it, you just replay the scenario in your head over and over again. How could you not get mad? You're making yourself relive the moment that you're avoiding so many times. You know what I mean? But I found it is usually better just to get it out real quick. You know, it's usually a bigger deal in our heads.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheap trick.
With Jerid.
And to your point, just because, like Drake always says, keep your circle so small it's a period. Yeah.
wow, that's iconic.
Yeah. Drake, come on, dude.
Chris,
Yes.
I'm going to say something to you right now. I feel really closed off from you, and I feel like we're not like in the same space. Can you take off the sunglasses and hood?
Oh, yes.
I just feel like you're out there on an island on your own, and I want to see you, baby.
He
Everything
looks like a
feels
meme.
so bright now.
I feel like you were sleeping.
Also, your shaved face is like you just lost 10 years.
Yeah, Chris shaved and he
Did
looked
I?
gorgeous.
Yes.
Is it
Wow.
good?
You look
Yeah.
gorgeous.
I saw it
honey.
and I was like, I don't know.
That's when I thought we could get married.
I did it, but it's probably
Why, with your little haircut, you look like you're 12.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
You were throwing off pervert vibes to me. You know, whoa, like you were totally closed off. You didn't know where you're looking. You know,
You know
like,
what's
it was
inter-
pervy.
Okay,
you know?
you know what's interesting? Which person in this room do you think is the biggest pervert? We'll get back to toxic traits in a minute.
Ooh.
Because my answer is shocking.
I would say Chris because
Shocking.
I've seen the TikTok with the schlong hanging out.
Wow. What? Explain. What are you talking about? Because I haven't seen the TikTok with the schlong.
Well, that's
hanging
because his TikTok got banned after he posted it.
out. He posted his schlong hanging out on a TikTok.
Wait.
Chris, what?
Wait. Wait a minute.
Dude,
This is
It was like a silhouette,
Only
and he
partially
turned,
true.
He turned the corner, and it was like
was it like an artsy shot that you meant to happen? Like, boom, and then you took the shot?
There was a trend on TikTok called the Silhouette Challenge, where someone would stand there and there'd be like a song playing, and then when it cut to like a slower version of the song, all the lights would cut out and there'd just be a red light behind you and you'd be fully silhouetted. And a lot of people were taking this very seriously and were like doing a silhouette of them naked, dancing sexy and stuff. And I hate my body. I would never actually be naked on a thing. And I thought it'd be funny to when it cuts to the silhouette, like it seems all very serious and normal, but then I like move to the side and I have like the biggest dildo strapped to my body, so it's just like comically huge. And
Oh,
it's, like,
so it wasn't even your real wiener?
No, it's like
Oh,
very.
dude.
A couple of questions.
And then at the end I slap
But
it and
he
it flies
don't
off.
forget he had the dildo in the
Yeah.
first place.
So you didn't go
Yeah.
out to purchase that dildo.
Wait a minute.
Right. Good
You
point.
just
He
cracked
just-
the
Good
code.
He just had it.
perspective.
Yes.
Why did you have
Okay.
that big of a dildo?
Well, that was for a sketch, but that dildo, it's been in like 4 sketches.
There's always an excuse.
No, I swear.
It would be very hard for anyone to make me feel like Chris is not the biggest pervert in this room right now. I think Chris got my vote personally, so I'm with Morgan. I'm going to vote Chris.
I think you're all a bunch of prudes. Continue.
I think you are a pervert. And here's
I
because
don't think I'm a pervert. I don't think liking sex makes you a pervert.
No,
Do we
because-
have to use the term pervert?
Yeah,
Even
let's
if
use
it's
the term
and let's just put it
sexually
out there.
explicit?
we should
Who's the
take back the
horniest?
word.
That's all it is. It's not a negative thing. I
We
don't
need
want to
to
be
take
like
back the word.
pervert fucking
No, yeah,
shaming
Do you
over here.
demand what you want,
I'm
Chris?
pro-pervert.
What do you mean?
Like when you're not satisfied I'm not even saying not satisfied, but when you want to explore something outside of what's typically going on when you're sleeping with somebody, are you not demanding, but do you vocalize what you want?
Sometimes, sure.
See, okay, that's a thing. Because you in real life, like when you're not fucking, you're kind of nervous to speak up, like if something's wrong or you need something or whatever. But in the bedroom, I feel like you're very outspoken. Not that I know, but I'm just assuming.
It's different in the better, but I also prefer to please the other person in general, for the record. But like, yes, I mean, that is the one time I'm not. It's like that's the one time in my life I'm not in my head having an anxiety attack. Like it just kicks in, and instincts kick in, and I just have fun.
See, and that's why I said pervert, and I'll think of a better word. But it isn't. You're almost breaking stereotypes because, like, when you see the quiet kid in class, do you automatically assume that they're the one that wants the biggest dildo? No.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. They're usually the perverts, right? The quiet kids. They're
Always.
usually looking at porno, or something.
Interesting. Wait, what do you want? No, I know. 5 minutes left. Oh my gosh.
I think everybody's a pervert, though. It's like, how are you not a pervert?
Between me and you, it's me.
Yeah, you're the pervert for sure. Oh my gosh, yes.
Why do you say that?
I mean,
I feel like
my sister's here.
We literally were just talking about dildos at Target. I think we're fine.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with me.
And we're both dressed as women, and I'm bleeding. This is
See,
fine.
Ryland, I do this next to my brother every time. It's not that bad.
It's not bad. Maybe there's a problem that we have.
Yeah,
It's not a problem. It's a problem that there's even the idea that there is a problem.
Oh.
Preach. I would say I'm a bigger pervert than you.
For sure.
But I think it's like a chemical imbalance or something. Or there's something in your brain that makes you like, you care about sex and it's a thing for you, but you're not like, you know.
It doesn't rule my life in any regard.
But then my question is, but in your grinder days, you were like fucking a million people a day.
That was like my exploration phase. You know, like I was figuring out what I liked and what I didn't like, and I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. So
like finding yourself.
yeah.
Our family did not teach us how to be emotionally available to people and or sexually available to people.
Oh, and the two I think are connected, so that makes sense.
Our parents
Interesting.
gave us nothing in the realm.
Really? So you didn't like hit like when I was like 9 or 10 or something, I think, didn't mom, I remember specifically we were sitting there in the living room and mom sat down and she goes, you might have an urge to hump your bed.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, I'm already doing it. Wait,
well-
so they never had the sex talk with you guys?
No, absolutely, that would have never happened.
Not
in a
that I
million
remember,
years.
honestly.
Wow.
Then how did you figure it out?
You Google it. Whatever goes wrong, you Google it. When you start bleeding, you Google it.
Well, you also have to remember, I mean, not for Morgan, but for me, my formative years were in Utah. And so there was a stigma around just hooking up and boyfriends and girlfriends. And yeah, like the first time when I moved to Colorado, I think for my brother and I both, like the first time I got head, I cried for like 2 days because I felt so guilty. And it was like, was residual guilt from...
Dude, you
from
know you're
growing up in an environment that was...
Ryland, your fucking sister's here, dude.
My dad made me feel guilty for taking too long to get head.
I don't think my parents know that I've ever
What?
kissed a boy.
I still don't think Morgan, like, I live in a world where she hasn't had, I know she's had sex, but I live in a world where she hasn't.
See, our family would never know.
Wow.
You're
We
a
don't-
virgin?
We don't talk about histories.
We don't.
No.
Our
Okay,
parents are 100% different.
So we need to take a quick break because I need to change my Band-Aid and we're almost out of battery. But when we come back,
Battery.
I have questions about your parents.
Oh, no.
Specifically, your dad pressuring you to get head. Fucking great.
We'll be back.
Amazing.
Well, that was Chris's dad.
Did you ever try to do it to yourself?
Give myself head? Yes, I tried.
Okay, so our first sponsor today is one of my favorites, Ridge Wallet. So obviously we've talked about Ridge Wallet before. I love them. They have 30 different styles and colors of wallets. They're sleek and small. They fit right in your pocket without bulging out. But the thing that I love most about these, and something that is actually very important that I'm surprised more people don't talk about, they have RFID blocking technologies. Basically what that means is if you have your wallet on you and you go into a public place like an airport or a mall, somebody could walk right past you with a device and they can steal your identity, your information, your credit card. Like this has happened to me before multiple times. Well, with the RFID blocking technology, that won't happen because Ridge Wallet made it so that nobody, no digital pickpocketer can come by and steal your information. And I also really love their key case because it's pretty, obviously, but it keeps your keys safe and it keeps them from falling off the ring because it literally like screws in. So Ridge Wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee, and they also let you try it out for 45 days to see if you actually like it or not, which, trust me, you will. You can send it back if you don't love it and you'll get a full refund. Yeah, I love Ridge Wallet. I have a lot of experience with it. I use it every day. I have given it to family members. I just really like the safety of it. I feel like it's just something not enough people are talking about. So to get your own Ridge wallet or key case or anything else they have on the site, go to ridge.com/grower. If you go to that link, you can save up to 40% until December 22nd, which is perfect because honestly, I'm not just saying this to sell these wallets. This is a good dad gift. Like, like if you're sitting there and you're like, what am I going to get my dad for Christmas? Like, Ridge wallet. He'll love it. Trust me. He'll tell all his friends about it. He'll be like, did you know that people can just steal your identity? Trust me, it's a great gift. So once again, go to ridge.com/grower to get 40% off until December 22nd. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. I stopped bleeding.
Oh, so much better. Wow, I just snapped with my hair. Okay.
What does that mean? You snapped with your hair?
He knows exactly. It means I ate.
Guy, yeah, snapped is dead. It's all about eating.
I know. I'm really trying to come to terms with this new world. Do you know about this, Morgan?
I'll never know.
That you eat with no crumbs.
Yes, no crumbs
she
left
knows.
ever.
That's called
Nicki
snapping?
Minaj talks about it a lot.
I ate
She
this
does.
lunch, or I ate this look. Oops.
Wait.
I'm hungry.
You guys are getting me like deeper into confusion. So are we talking about eating or hair?
Here,
or...
Jerid, perfect example. I fucking ate this look.
So it's when you eat, so like you snap so hard you ate it. Like, oh, she ate that.
And I left
right?
no crumbs.
It's basically appropriating black culture, I'm sure, but
Well,
confusing.
good luck to them 13 years from now.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
Are we going to get canceled for eating?
No,
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
going to love to see 13 years from now what people are doing today that they're going to be canceled for 13 years from now. I think about that every day.
This.
So where are you consuming Nicki Minaj talking about this?
On Queen
And
Radio.
some of her new songs. Pandora. Nicki
wait,
Minaj Pandora.
Is that new song that's a hit? Does she talk about eating in it?
Yeah.
She does?
I could lick it, I can something. I
Yeah,
could-
she sucks it and fucks it, and something about eating.
Does she leave any crumbs?
There's
Nicki never leaves crumbs.
Never.
Yeah, no, there's a remix specific that's talking about the eating with no crumbs, and then I thought of Shane's story because I think the first time I've seen that within the past 5 years is on Shane Dawson's Snapchat story.
Oh, yeah. Plug the Snapchat, why don't you?
What?
It's where we all are now.
Okay, that actually, wow, it's so crazy that all these segues are going so perfect. Because my next question was, I went on Snapchat, which is where I've been lately. Mainly because, like, nobody can see you flop. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Snapchat, where nobody can see you flop. Nobody can see your likes, your
That's
views.
huge.
You can't see haters, like they don't exist. And you just post a snap and nobody fucking sees it. It's great. You should get on Snap.
It kind
Instagram
of sounds like, what's the point?
our
Yeah, Snap,
happiness,
I can just take a
Jerid.
picture. I'm just
Right.
You know,
Well, I went on Snap and I said, hey guys, Morgan's here. What questions should we ask our first girl on the podcast? So many people were just like, oh my God, I love Morgan. I want to marry Morgan. I want to fuck Morgan. I forwarded all those to you.
Was one of those Chris?
You know, there is one guy in my podcast comments every episode. Set me up with Morgan. Maybe you should look into him. I'll send you his info.
We
He
should
could be
do-
perfect.
We should do a
You
date.
never know.
Oh
we
my
should
gosh.
do a bachelorette.
We should, because okay, I think I've mastered the art of being alone, though, because I think to myself a lot at night, if someone was here, would I be ultimately bothered by it? And a lot of the times I think yes.
Well, that's the real key, is finding somebody that enhances your time where you're doing nothing. Like, you can exist in a room together, not feel weird, and still enjoy your time together.
I also don't think everyone has to be in a relationship, though.
Chris.
Some people are just
You're
happy.
so well.
Yeah, but a relationship doesn't have to consist of two people conjoined at the hips. It's
No,
about two people excelling
I'm
in
sa-
life, and then at the end of the day coming back to each other and being progressive with each other.
I just
you
meant
know?
that, like, my uncle was single for most of his life, and he just preferred it that way, and he was happier that way, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong
So,
with it.
Well, yeah,
for-
I mean,
but
that's
for
like
you,
a lot of.
Do you think there's like, and for everyone, do you think there's a point where you get so comfortable alone that nobody's ever going to be good enough? I'm not saying you're at that point, but what would it take for you to, like, what are you looking for?
I think what goes through my mind a lot is that I spend so much time by myself, and I figured out how to be happy by myself. Like when I go throughout my day-to-day activities, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like this is really great. So then I think about if some man was here ringing in my ears, would that make me happy? And I'm like, I just don't know.
I see what you're saying. I mean, before I got into a relationship with her, I loved being alone. Like I loved it. Being alone, being sad, spiraling, staying up all night and thinking about things from my childhood and being like, was that abuse? Like all those things I loved. And then when I met him, I was like, oh, I can't imagine life without him. And it happened really fast. And yeah, sometimes we just don't even talk. We just sit in a room and it's like I'm alone.
Our schedules also complement each other though. Because I go to bed at 11 and he stays up for another 5 hours and then I have 5 hours in the morning. Yeah. So we have our alone time.
So I think you're like complementary colors.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
I think you will find somebody who is. Have you not found somebody, because you date kind of on and off, or you don't really talk about it publicly?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what I actually was thinking about the other day? That every time I've been out with a guy, sometimes I'll look at them and be like, okay, I need to think about how to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound crazy. But I think about it all the time. I'm like, okay, if I'm with a guy and I'm sitting with him by myself, one of the things that I'm thinking about when he's talking to me is, would I take him to meet Shane and Ryland? And that I live in absolute horrifying fear. Because you wouldn't just bring some random bum from the middle of the alleyway back to meet Shane and Ryland. Mom and Dad could meet anyone. They would be...
Well,
I can't believe that we're more of the like.
Well, they're a better judge of character, maybe. Is that what you're saying?
Mom and Dad would just be happy with whatever. You know?
That's worse than what I said, probably.
And Grandma especially. Grandma tells me every day that I'm too fussy, and that's why I won't find anyone.
She does.
But Mom and Dad, Mom is too nice. She's not going to tell you the truth. If you bring someone over and Mom fucking hates the ground they walk on, she's gonna be like, they're amazing. She's like, so happy for you. If you brought someone to Shane specifically that was weird and a little off, he'd be like, no. And then I'd be like, no. And I'd move along. So I think about it all the time. It's gonna take me being confident, bringing some man to meet you. Well, you guys can meet them too. But I'm like, would that get the stamp of approval? That's when I'll bring someone over.
Could I ask a question real quick? Because what you just said, in my opinion, bears a lot of weight, because you're saying the person has to be able to go through the gauntlet of Shane and Ryland, So my question to you guys is, do you trust Morgan, her intuition and her assertion that if she was into a guy that much, do you think inherently you would want to accept him and probably be cool with him?
No.
No. Wait, can you?
Okay. That's a good question. That was a great question.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Every friend that I brought over, though, that's a little crazy. Ryan and Shane will be like, they're a little crazy, and they're always right. Always.
So you haven't had anybody you've dated where you thought even maybe that they could meet us?
You weren't going to bring the last one around?
I thought about it.
Wow.
Really? That's a big deal.
But then I thought too soon. But that's the thing, though, because I'm not like out on my daily activities searching for companionship, Like I'm not going out to Walmart looking for someone to be my best friend. So then it makes you more and more picky with who you actually want to let be your friend, because it's very selective. Versus having like a big group of friends and you're like, yeah, it's on the weekend. Like, I'm not doing that. So...
So you haven't learned just how to insta-curve people and let them know, like, there's no obligation friendship-wise.
Insta-curve.
That's the problem, though, is, like, forcing a friendship with the wrong person isn't ever going to work out, but when it's right relationship or friendship-wise.
Side note, this is a total side note. We'll get back to the Snapchat questions in a second, but Chris, because you're also somebody who's always in a relationship similar to me, how do you... What?
It's very true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship since...
How do you do that?
How do you find these people that you're worthy of dating?
My standards are low.
I'm right here.
No, you're great. No. So how do you deal with friendships? Like, do you see yourself when you get in a relationship that's serious? Is it hard to make time for friends? Because for me, if I'm in a relationship, he's my friend. And then, like, we both want to make friends, and it's really hard. So do you make time, or are you kind of just like, big boy?
In most of my adult life, it's, I work so much that I don't see any of my friends very often anyway. Most of my friends also work nonstop, and we all see each other a few times a year, and we just know that is what it is, and it's fine, and like that's how all
Sounds
my
great.
friends are, and we love each other. We're very close, and when we see each other, we pick up where we left off, and it's like, I love my friends very much. But yeah, we're just all busy people, and I don't like when I'm with someone. I'm not like now I'm cutting them off completely. Like I bring them around my friends, and I do things kind of as I would. Like I just bring my significant other along.
That's healthy. My problem is that I am like, when I'm trying to make friends, because recently I've been trying. I've been like, trying to. Yeah.
Yo, where do you make friends?
Hasn't gone well. And I'll have a thing where I'm like, okay, we should hang out with somebody, and then the time will come, and I'm like, would I rather hang out with Ryland alone? Yeah, kind of.
See, that's what I think about all the time. Every time I agree to hang out with someone, when it comes down to it, I would rather spend the night by myself. And is that like a bad thing to say?
No, not at all.
I instinctively feel that way, but then a lot of the times when I do force myself to go out, which I do kind of have to force myself, but I end up having way more fun than if I would have stayed in personally.
I can't say that's always the case for me.
Yeah, well, it's very funny. Like me and Ryland the last 6 months have really tried. Like we'll start hanging out with somebody and be like, we should be friends with this person. And then something will happen that's so insane. And I'm just like, wow, this is why we don't have friends. And it keeps happening. So maybe we're just a bad judge of friends.
Maybe we're just all meant to be friends with each other.
You know what? You're right. This is enough.
I think I'm bad company sometimes.
No, you're not.
Because let me just share a quick story, because I think the last time me and Sandy, my wife, went to it was a girl she knew from high school and her husband. They invited us over for game night, So we played like 2 hours of board games, shoot the shit, they had some drinks and whatnot. And then the guy was like, dude, I just recently beat Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo.
Don't care.
Or like Mario 64. And I was like, dude, that sounds fucking rad. We should play it real quick. Long story short, I kept that dude up until 2:30 in the morning so we could beat Donkey Kong Country. And in the beginning of the night, they were inviting us back next week. And they said they'll let us know. We were never invited back.
Why? That sounds like such a fun time.
They had work in the morning. They had a baby.
And
I think they felt bad.
Him?
No, I think we were having a great time, but maybe I was a bad influence. If I was there, he just wants to play Donkey Kong Country with his boy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that though. Like, why does someone else get to have an influence on what? Like, if you're dating someone, I feel like they have an influence on you, and I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, but only. Yeah, I mean, only if you let them, though. Like, how about this? What's a personal experience you've had where someone maybe had a bad influence or something like that?
Well, she's saying, like, if one party wants to leave and the other party's not ready.
Ooh, nothing pisses me off more.
Yeah, and I do that to Shane
My
frequently.
God.
Yeah,
like, we'll go over to my mom's house, and my mom and Shane can stay over.
Friend.
My mom, our only friend, besides who else here. We'll go over, and it will be midnight. I'm like, I gotta go.
And
Shane
me and your
my mom are like, they're like
playing
cackling in the
slots.
kitchen,
Shane
playing
and
slots.
Mom are like crazy little girls together.
They're like
Weird, right?
BFFs. It's very weird.
This is no time to be laughing.
This brings me to, sorry to cut you
know.
off, but this brings me to a question. Because your birthday was recent.
She's finally
And-
accepting she's a Leo, by the way. Sorry to speak for you.
Yeah, you're a Leo for sure. But here, your birthday was recently, right? And I got you a birthday card. And I filled it out. I filled that motherfucker to the... I ate that card. I filled it up to the brim. I was like, why did I write so much?
She
it was
opened
really
it up.
weird.
She's like,
And
where
here's the
crumbs?
thing.
Where are the crumbs?
Here's the thing.
He must have ate them all.
Hold on. And then I fill out the card and I'm like, licking the envelope and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel good about what I wrote. Like, I hope she feels it. I hope it's not too much. And then Ryland goes, why'd you close it? I didn't get to sign it. And I was like,
He goes, this was my card. And I was like, we were at the store. You picked it out, yes, but like we were at the store together shopping for Morgan.
and then he goes, we're a couple. Like,
And
why
I was
would
like,
you do that?
if you were getting your own card, you needed to tell me
So-
this card is my card.
Okay, hold on. Oh my God. We haven't had the theme song in a little while.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go again. Fight with Shane and Ryland. Fight with Shane and Ryland. Shane and Ryland.
Okay, and we're back. So the reason that I guess I didn't think about it is because, and this isn't meant to be shade, but because you're single, to me, it's not fair that couples like, you know what I mean? Because you're a single person. So it's like if I'm like, here's our gift from both of us, we're a couple. Like to me, that sucks.
And
so
I
it's like, I feel like we
understand
should
that.
all give you singular things.
I don't think about things that deeply.
It's just a card, though, dude. Like, do you know where the
Well,
cards are that people have
But
given
your
you in the
cards are
past
always
5
very
years?
nice. You guys give
No.
very nice cards and
I
very
like
nice
couple
cards.
cards.
See,
paper.
but here I will. I'm going to cut you off though, because I will say during Christmas time, maybe a couple years ago, you did get upset because you were like, it's not fair because you guys can do gifts together, but you had to get gifts for everybody.
But we're also very
yeah.
elaborate.
Ooh, I
gifts.
get it.
You
Like,
guys were given like these big, extravagant gifts. Like they were like Ellen Oprah's giving out.
We couldn't
iPads
stop.
and
Sometimes I can't stop.
No, it was crazy. This was the first time I had like over $200 in my bank account. And they're like, "Let's buy Mom a car."
It was Dad, but okay.
And I was in the furniture store crying, and I was like, I can't even pay my student debt. But that's what I'm saying. You guys can split the cost. Where for me to go buy Dad a car, I'm like, no one's splitting the cost with me, sister. It's
And
all
that's
me.
what he's saying. And I understand that sentiment, but I feel like we give enough gifts to justify the pair.
know.
So I just felt the card was different.
I'm just saying, when a couple gives a single person a present, it makes me feel bad because I feel like it's not fair because a single person has to give everybody individuals. But I guess I'm thinking too much
I'm
into
not a
it.
bitter single person though.
Me and Sandy do that.
I'm not mad at the fact that I'm alone because I feel like I choose to be alone, and I feel like I'm finally at a place in life where I'm at peace.
I guess you just
chilling
have
by
to
myself every day.
Yeah. It's not really your decision if the right person, because you'll know when it's right. Like Shane and I, we met and then we pretty much immediately just spent every day thereafter together because we liked each other so much. So it will just take finding that person, and if you don't, then you're content alone, and that's great.
Now,
It's actually a great thing though that you're like that, because it's not like you're gonna be single forever. It's just it's not being in a relationship doesn't mean it's a negative aspect. It just means that that's the phase. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I'm not searching for
That's what
someone
I
to
think.
fill the void.
It's good because that would be a negative thing
Well, and
because
that's
that
good.
sounds like something you need therapy for if you're looking for someone to fill a void.
Well, most people
I think-
are.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, that's
what
what
most people are seeking.
Okay. I don't know how to segue to this because it's so weird and I can already see people saying I'm creepy for asking this. But this was the #1 asked question on Snapchat. And this was, what is Morgan's opinions on growers?
Oh
Now-
my God. This is too much.
If you're not aware, I'll give you the definition.
Like a dick that grows slowly.
Well-
instead of spikes right up.
No.
So when you see, this is so strange. At least you're not my like blood sister, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, not for me.
When you see a penis, sometimes it's like, where is it? Or it's like a turtle, or it's like small, right? And then sometimes it's like a big meter, and you're like, oh, that's a big meaty, whatever, right? But that doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean the size is different, because when it grows, they might be the same size. What is your thoughts on growers? Does it gross you out? Are you turned off by it? And that was the question I got on Snapchat.
Here's the thing, though. She would, unless you're in a relationship with a grower, you probably wouldn't experience the growth before the growth. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't see it soft.
Because if you're not only going to see the penis when you're hooking up. So it's like you'd have to be in a relationship with a grower to know what the grower looks like. To
It's
know
like a
the
horse.
chewed bubble gum.
A
by the
horse
way-
doesn't have a huge penis until it needs to.
I think I've only
You know,
seen one.
a horse is a grower.
Maybe grower, and I don't think it ever grew.
Oh, well,
Then it's not a girl.
That's a bad representation. He's not repping us well. Then if that's the case.
Okay, by the way, I'm only asking this because we wanted a woman's perspective on growers. Unfortunately, the woman is, your sister. So this is
plug my
awkward.
ears.
This is awkward. Okay, interesting. So I guess because the only penises you would know is like porn and the people you've been with. So if you've never been with a grower, you don't even know they exist.
I've never thought about it explicitly.
There's a lot in this room.
This is just more signs that like grower awareness is not where it
So
needs to be.
I will say I've had a couple experiences where you reach in the pants and you're like, where is it? But is that a grower or is that just an unfortunate
Well, then once it
situation?
gets hard, you would know if it's a grower. Because if it's big once it's hard, that's a grower.
It depends because we're saying like grower doesn't mean it's not like it doesn't mean it's small necessarily. It just means before it's erect,
Thank you.
it could appear small.
She's like, "Thank you."
Some growers get erect and then it's so
Huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
For some. For some.
Sorry.
Ew,
mean-
Shane,
What?
stop.
Well, we're sitting here talking about small dicks. I just have to.
Is
we're
this
all
too
sitting-
embarrassing?
Yeah, we're all sitting here trying to explain to her why it's like cool to be a grower.
I'm not trying to make it
Yeah,
cool.
this feels like a lot of
and
projecting going
wait,
on.
here's why I will say, because we were watching a movie one time. This was years ago, probably 5 years ago, and there was a dick in it. And the dick, to me, was like kind of a normal soft dick, maybe 3 inches or something, right?
Where are you going with this?
I like how. Let's stop. This is weird. I was watching the movie. It's a 3-inch.
So you
we
say
were
you
all
were
watching
together? Like we were with
All
Morgan?
of us were watching a movie. It was like an artsy movie. It wasn't a fucking porn. And there was a dick in it. And we all started laughing. And then Morgan goes, geez, that's so a small dick. And in my head, I'm like,
I was there.
Oh, she doesn't know. She hasn't seen as many dicks like this. She's going to have a harsh reality when she realizes that.
What percentage of people do you think are growers? Have you checked in with your community?
I think it's like
about
70.
this. We Googled it, and it was way more than half. It was like the vast
So
majority.
you're part of the community too?
Oh.
Most men are growers.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You know how people always say that they're happy that they're not a woman? I'm happy that I'm not a man because that's too much.
Well, and that brings me to the next question on Snapchat. And this is also a personal question that I have. Is there a female equivalent to being a grower? Maybe being a shower, like beef curtain situation? Like, what's the female equivalent?
Is it classic or double meat roast?
And, like,
beef?
what is their struggle? Your struggle?
I think it's like, you know how Khloe Kardashian always had the issue with a camel toe?
No.
Oh, it was on. I wouldn't shade Miss Khloe unless she put it out there, but there was like a whole season of the Kardashians that was about Khloe's camel toe.
I have a very big camel toe. My puss is very large and in charge.
But I don't know if that, like, I know some girls have the camel toe problem.
Oh.
I would say that's a pretty good equivalent, possibly.
But maybe if the pants are tight enough, we would all have the camel toe problem.
Wow.
I don't know.
Inclusive.
Specifically.
Ryland,
I
to answer
did
your
not
que-
know.
It's 79%.
Are growers?
Wow.
Wow. I mean, unless your priority is walking around nude with your boyfriend, I don't see why it would matter, because once you're having sex.
And would you be turned off by it? If your next dream
I don't
guy-
think she understands what it means.
She needs a picture.
I just like that. I thought this is
Stuff
weird.
for like 20 minutes
Are you turned
explaining.
off by it?
Why am I doing this? Why am I here?
All
like
the
it, though.
comments are always girl perspectives on the grower thing.
Well, because
and now
they
we
all
have a
have
girl.
boyfriends.
I think we're gauging.
that are growers.
I think we're gauging. You know, where's weird at? You know, maybe, but yeah, that's pretty much what being a grower is. But like, would you be turned off by it? I guess was the question that he asked.
Yeah,
I think
as a
she
girl,
would need representation.
You and your
I
friends.
think it depends on what happens after it grows.
It's normal.
No one cares about the seed when it's in the ground. You don't even know it's fucking there.
That's what I wanted to hear. Yes. Thank you.
The growers feel so validated.
That's all we needed.
And you did give us a reference of like 4 to 8 inches or something.
Yeah, you already said.
So that's like a good.
It's a big range.
You know, come on, 4 inches is
range.
under average actually. So.
Okay, this next question from Snapchat was, have you had any work done since you became a YouTuber? Because a lot of
Oh
YouTube
my
girls
gosh,
get work done.
I thought they meant, do I get any work done? Like, do I do anything? I was getting really self-conscious. No, so the apartment building
Such
that
a
I just moved
misogynistic
into,
question. To ask our first girl guest, do you get work done? What do you do? I don't get what women do. You know? I get it. It's hard to put on makeup. What do you do?
The apartment building that I just moved into, there's always people that sit at the front desk in the lobby, and I think that they think that I'm a sugar baby because I don't leave my apartment because I like do all my work in my apartment, and the only time I leave is to either go to my little workout class or go get a coffee, but that's it. So I'll walk down and then come back with a coffee or like a little Nordstrom bag, and I think they think I'm a sugar baby.
Who cares, right?
But I do wonder if people think that I.
So, but as far as plastic surgery,
I haven't.
You don't do Botox?
No, but I've been thinking about it because I had the first realization when I looked in the mirror the other day that I look not 18.
Oh, I remember.
Do you
that.
want to look 18?
No, but it was like I just looked at myself in the mirror and was like, oh my God, I'm not a child anymore. Like you could see like the growth on my face, and I
Yeah,
was like,
the
ugh.
memories.
Yeah, I did get my fake hair though because my friend does hair, but that's pretty much it. I would say that hair adds a lot though.
Did you feel like when you were in LA and you were surrounded by YouTube girls that were getting a lot of work done, was it a thing where they would all be like, oh my God, let's go get our whatever's done? And you'd be like,
Tana Mojo goes in a group show. Her and Ashley Shawani go and get like together.
Wait, what?
You wouldn't expect anything
Oh,
less than her.
Botox.
Tana's
I
the
gotcha.
girl who we watched yesterday, her veneers fell out.
Yeah,
No.
Tana goes to the
Love her.
squad.
It feels like her veneers are always falling out. Maybe she needs to find a new doctor.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm scared. I did want to get lip injections, and I asked my esthetician lady if I should get them because she does the same thing, and she told me not to.
It is
Yeah.
poison.
Here's what scares me about surgeries, which I've had plastic surgery before. It was more corrective, but anyways, my thing is like Kim Kardashian lately. She's been getting everything removed, right? Like she's really skinny
Allegedly.
now.
Wait,
She's
like
getting
what?
things
What is she
taken
getting
out.
removed?
Everyone's
know
saying
what
she's
that
got
means,
her
dude.
butt
arm removed, her
Do you think
legs.
that's true?
Ooh,
I don't know
hot.
if I believe it.
Supposedly she's had a lot of things removed because the new look right? With TikTok and all these things, isn't really about the big butts and all that anymore. It's like more skinny
Isn't
girls,
the
I
look
guess.
whatever Kim wants the look to be?
Exactly. So now all these girls are like, oh my God, but I got a fake ass put in and I got fake lips. And now that's not the look anymore. Oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
And that's like scary, right?
Jacqueline Hill got her lip filler dissolved in a thing in a video.
Are all these girls going to start getting their butts removed too? Because they all didn't a lot get those BBLs?
Dude,
Is
I
that what
just-
it's called?
I wonder who the oldest person on earth with his, like, the longest BBL in a butt right now is, though. What does it look like in, like, 40 years?
Yeah, does it sag?
You
Does it
know, because
drag?
boobs, they get them redone or you taken out, but, like, what does a BBL do to a body? I'm curious.
Okay, I'm very excited because once again, one of my favorite brands of all time is sponsoring the show, and that is Buffy. So as you guys know, Buffy makes award-winning bedding that is as soft on you as it is on the earth. And I can't tell you how much I love their cooling features because I am a hot sleeper. We've talked about it before. I was trying to figure out more examples to give you because we've talked about Buffy so much. There was a moment, maybe like 6 months ago, before I had the Buffy cooling comforter, which is called the Breeze Comforter. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought I peed the bed because I was so sweaty. And then I had that traumatic moment where I was like, oh my God, how am I going to clean this up? And then is Ryland going to be like, why are you pee the bed? Like, what's going on? I'm going to have to blame it on the dog. It was a very stressful situation, but thankfully Buffy has really come in clutch and got me that Breeze comforter, so that doesn't happen ever again. And it's not just a comforter, they have the Breeze sheet set, they have a bunch of other products on their website, a lot of cooling products, but also just a lot of great bedding. Buffy also offers a 7-night at-home free trial, so you can try out Buffy and see if you like it without having to commit. Shipping is free, and as always, they have their 100-night free return policy. So for 20% off of your Buffy order, go to buffy.co and enter code GROWER at checkout. That's buffy.co with code GROWER for 20% off of your order. So thank you so much, Buffy. I love you guys. Seriously, you were the first brand to ever work with me on this podcast, and I appreciate you more than you know. So thank you guys for supporting them, and go to buffy.co and enter code GROWER. Okay, enjoy the rest of the show.
I want to know how we're in the same genetic pool.
Sometimes I think we're not.
Yeah, wow.
Like, we look at him. He has no acne on his face. His metabolism works like a charm. I wish I was
Tiny
you.
dick. No, I'm kidding.
He's lying.
No, he has problems, though, mental.
Oh, please. Well, we never got back to toxic. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah, you guys never all shared your toxic trait over there in the little pink cardigan, Miss Regina. I want to hear your toxic trait.
Wait, yeah. Hey, Chris, what's your toxic trait? Do you have a toxic trait?
I think I have so many, but but like in a relationship or
Just in life.
Yeah.
because like in life, it's just that I'm like I'm always anxious and always like doubting myself so much that I think I become like just very frustrating for people around me because I whisper or I don't speak up or I'm like in a line and I'm not sure what to do and then I like cause a scene at the grocery store or just like I just cause problems because I'm so like anxious. That's a problem. But also in like specifically relationships, it's like trust issues. I just have severe trust issues and I have a really, really hard time trusting anybody, and that's tough.
Do you ever
Maybe
snap?
that's why I don't want to be in a relationship. But at least you can get to the point.
Yeah.
Why, you have trust issues or what?
I don't think so.
Oh. Then what did you say? You can't be in a relationship. I thought it was that. He said trust, and then you said that.
But like at least you can get to the point where you're in a relationship to figure out what your issues in the relationship are.
Yeah. Do you ever snap? Like, have you ever had a moment where you've just like popped off, like really ate?
Yes. No. I mean, I don't know. I get mad for sure, but I don't know. Yes. I mean, there are times in the past I've gotten really, really mad, especially in previous relationships, especially when I thought I was being cheated on. I almost never get angry. I relate to the thing you were saying where like you kind of bottle it up and then it explodes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have punched and cracked a windshield once when I was really mad.
I was gonna say you seem violent.
I would never
windshield?
touch a person.
Not a
With
person.
your bare hands?
Yeah.
That's a cancer thing.
The cancers are outrageous.
Maybe depending on the time of the month the cancer was born. I don't know. I could.
You've never punched a wall? When I get mad, I start
I've
hitting
thrown
my
a
head
phone.
against a wall.
I've thrown a phone because I feel like this is like horrible, but I'm paying for it later.
I do that all the time.
Phone too. I've done the
I do
phone.
that all the
Like,
time.
at least it's my phone, and then I'm gonna regret it, and then I'm gonna learn a lesson. Like I should.
When I kept testing positive for COVID and I was so annoyed, I threw my phone every time.
And he'll start hitting himself. If he's really
hit
mad,
myself.
he'll start like actually hitting himself in the head. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, I haven't done that one.
Really?
But I relate to the phone one a lot.
I slapped myself.
No,
interesting.
I hate that. Don't
I
do that.
know.
Are you guys okay? okay?
No. Morgan, no. Sweetie. Oh my God, no.
Do you want a reference to a good therapist?
Oops. Okay, so yeah, you have rage. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Have you ever shot anybody?
But it takes. I've never shot. No.
Dude, then good.
I
Then
don't.
good.
I don't hurt people.
You know?
And the anger stuff is just like it takes a lot for me to get there. You know what I mean? Like,
When you say it takes a lot for you to get there, what do you mean?
well, I mean, I like again with the windshield thing. Like I had thought I was being cheated on for years, and like
Okay, well then
gaslighted
that
and lied
is
to. And
there's behavior that is unprovoked and behavior that is provoked. If you think someone's cheating on you, that is provoked, and that's their own fault. If you crack their windshield, so fuck them.
No crumbs.
I think he cracked his own.
Never. Any
Was that
crumbs.
good? Was that good?
Yes.
Like a good okay,
Licked
cool.
the plate clean.
Chomped.
Chomped. Nibbled.
That was cool.
I have a few additions.
Nibbled sounds soft. Nibbled
that's-
is a
that's-
disrespectful
exactly.
term.
But that's like when you're like, oh, they nibbled. They didn't
Yeah.
really eat it.
I like it.
Ryland, what's your toxic trait? I could answer this. What's your toxic
None.
trait?
I honestly don't know. What do you say? I would like your opinion, honestly.
Where do we start?
No, yeah, be honest. Tell me. Hit me with it.
I would say your toxic trait is, you get really moody, very princessy, very like if there's a plan and the plan doesn't happen, you are angry and then you don't let it go and it takes like 2 hours for you to have fun.
Yeah, and that is like a toxic trait that feels genetic in my family between the men. And so I feel like that is something I have to break. I feel like you coming into my life at the time you did was pivotal for me in a lot of ways. Like it broke a lot of what was in those sorts of things. I feel like I would have been a lot more.
This is manipulative.
That was so nice.
Because I feel like
No.
now he doesn't want me to say the next toxic trait.
No,
so
no,
he's
no.
saying something really nice.
Oh no, don't hold back. But I'm saying
I
like
think
before I
it's-
met you, I was a lot more frugal. Before I met you, I was a lot less easygoing. I think the things that attracted me to you were you're more like, I know not outwardly to everyone, but to me, between you and I, you're very adventurous. Between you and I, or you're.
Well, everybody can hear you.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm saying
I
like.
mean, between you and him.
No. But I'm saying like. I don't.
Quirky, stupid joke. It's very British.
Right.
That was British.
You know what? I could relate to that in my relationship. I think we represent kind of the same thing because I'm down to just free flow shit.
I
So
will
that's a
say
good thing.
though, there is something about your relationship specifically that I learned last night that I have a lot of questions.
Oh shit.
So last night, me and Jerid stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing with an app called Face App, and
I love that app.
yes,
Yeah.
basically you
The
can
best.
not sponsored, but you can. It's actually
Should
probably
be.
really bad for the world. It's really
Every
it's
girl,
horrible.
every Instagram photo that you
Dude,
see is Face App. Every
Plastic
single one.
surgeons are just fucking creaming themselves every time someone downloads Face App. They're like, oh, give them fucking. We got to get more credit cards out there in the world for these girls. Fucking,
Yeah,
more
because
billboards.
you can do everything. Like you put your picture of yourself. This is not sponsored. Don't use it. It's toxic.
Yeah,
And
very toxic.
You can do anything. You can change your gender. You can change your hair. You can change your face. You can de-age yourself by years. It's insane. But there is one thing that you can do that me and Jerid found out.
Oh,
And I guess
yeah.
I could just show them.
You have to.
So there's there's a filter where you can see what you would look like if you shaved your beard.
It's getting more embarrassing.
Shaved face. And this is what it said.
That is fucked up.
Oh no! You look like the
Chris is
pastor
turned
that
on.
went to
Can't
jail.
even look at it.
Now tell me that's kind of real.
No.
No.
You guys don't have to lie, okay?
No, Jerid.
You
Okay.
Well, no, I don't mean I don't mean real as in
Don't
like
lie.
that's what it would look like. I mean like if you saw that picture, you would think that's a person.
Because
Yeah.
obviously
Oh,
it's like it has this weird thing where it makes her body look all fat and like that ain't real.
Right.
You would think that was like your grandpa's photo at his funeral,
Ouch.
not a real
It
picture.
just-
It just looks like
Horrible.
That was
bigger
a
than
fucking
normal.
burn. I like that. That was a burn.
I
No,
would never.
don't.
I would never look at that and be like, "Oh, that's Jerid."
Yeah,
Never.
but
in a million years.
90% me though.
So then Jerid posted on his Instagram, go follow, Let's My Travel. He said, "What did I do?"
Yeah. Which everyone replied, no. Which felt great if it was real, by the way. You know?
Yikes. Now, but then you really took it to the next level.
Oh, yeah,
And-
I had to.
And do you want to explain what you did?
Yeah, so I sent it to my wife. And I just sent it to her. No caption, no text. And she just said, what did you do? And then, actually, what am I doing here? I got a phone. I don't
bring
have
out
the
the
proof.
receipts.
Okay, so I texted her the exact picture we just looked at, the full body, because I felt like it was more believable. And she said, OMG, your beard. And I said, yeah, instant regret.
She thought it was you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, instant regret. You know, I'm sinking it. How did that happen?
Sandy needs to go to the optometrist if
How
she
did-
thinks that that's you.
How did that happen? Halloween episode. I'm going to need a little more information. What do you mean? Why did you shave? So I could be a minion. Well, my love, I love you.
Oh, that's so nice.
She always, it's very rare that I send a picture to my wife and she doesn't reply, you're so handsome, there's heart emojis. It's a celebrated moment when I send a fucking selfie to my wife.
You
right?
haven't told her that it's not real?
No, not until way later.
So that's what I was saying. He pranks Sandy and doesn't tell her sometimes for days. But then he was so scared because when he posted on Instagram, people were like, no, oh my God, what? So then he was like, oh, this is actually really bad. And then you sent it a couple hours later, you sent to Sandy.
And that was like 5 hours later. So she didn't know it was fake until she woke up. She texted me when she woke up.
That's a long time to keep that going.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a long
It gave me a
time.
pit in my stomach. And I was like, do you prank her all the time? And you're like, oh,
You
yeah,
got to.
all the time.
It's hilarious. It's fun. You don't like scare each other when you're like walking down a hallway. Like, boom.
No.
Shane's not one for pranks.
Oh, me
I love doing
my
that
boyfriend and I
stuff.
prank each other as well. And we had a very similar conversation as well, by the way. I sent a photo of myself shaved.
Uh-oh.
And he just sent a Steve Carell gif of him screaming no.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Yours
This
was
is
real.
mean because yours is real, Chris.
Mine's real.
So this
Okay.
is kind of not
Mine's
exactly
real.
like it.
Mine's real.
At least Sandy
And-
was supportive.
and-
Homie down
and
the
then-
street
well,
is
yeah.
not happy.
And I was like, that's so mean. And then I was like, I put a crying emoji. And then he was like, he said a couple things. But then he's like, I'm just kidding. I love you. You're still so
Ooh,
sexy.
backtrack,
and I was like, no,
This is why I
this
can't
is how
date
we talk
someone.
to each other.
He
if
could've
someone
just-
responded to me like that, I would never recover.
If Ryland sent me an emoji that said no to my physical appearance.
And then wait. The last thing, well, not one of the last things he said was, well, now I understand why they say that love is blind.
Chris, why the hell would you read that?
Yeah.
That's so
It's
mean.
hilarious.
That's mean, Doc.
No,
I
this-
don't know about
see,
all
this
that.
is the dynamic of
I
our
thought
relationship.
it was gonna get cute.
This is
That got kind of uglier.
Yeah, Sandy.
It was very hard to make a piece of dog shit smell worse. Somehow you found the perfect seasoning to sprinkle on top to make
Oh,
it
I
smell
love
worse.
just nailed the coffin shut, baby.
Well, I'm happy for you guys that you can
Well, no,
verbally abuse each other.
no, I mean,
yeah,
no.
like I don't know. I need to be with someone who like we can handle jokes.
Right.
Was it a joke?
Yeah. Yes.
We
Yes, it
know
was.
it was. I was joking with you back.
Now, I will say, then we had some fun. So then I started
Always.
FaceApping things, and don't worry, Morgan, you're included in this. And I started FaceApping things, and I just want to say, we can see how Ryland looks so pretty right now. But this is what he would also look like as a girl.
Wow.
Whoa.
That looks like
Right?
what our child would look like if she
You
was
look
a
like
girl.
you're in a Hallmark.
Wow. Maybe I was
Hallmark?
meant to be a girl, so I could be in Hallmark movies.
What if you were meant to be
You're
the girl and
gorgeous.
I was meant to be the boy?
Whoa.
And we got like
No.
little-
Well, we can see. Do you want to see what you would look like as a man?
yeah.
That's
Okay, so
This is just so unenthusiastic.
so this is you as you,
Yeah.
okay? And then this is you as
Wow. You kind of look like Chad Michael Murray.
How did I turn into Justin Anderson, who did my hair the first time?
Wow.
you do look like a gay hairstylist.
Yeah, you do.
It's giving Brad
Or a
Mondo
German-
richness.
But you're a good-looking guy.
They incorporated the necklace you had on.
Yeah, I love how they gave me a nice little leather jacket. It's probably like
Yeah.
All Saints or something.
And that's you shaved, just in case you wanted to see.
Oh, wow.
Oh, don't worry,
It
Chris.
is like Aaron Carter.
That is the most realistic woman I've ever
Whoa.
That's me.
Oh my
That's
god,
you.
Chris, you're hot.
You're beautiful,
Thank you.
Chris.
seen. You are like the prettiest dentist assistant.
I was
You know
just
what I'm
thinking
talking
that.
about?
Like, she's sleeping with your husband.
Oh my
Yes.
God, so many of my tias are dentists. This
Yes.
makes sense.
And you know what, Chris? You like as a male, you're pervert. You're a perv. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
As a
identify
female,
as-
she's a freak in the
She's
sheets, dude.
fucking his
She
wife.
is a freak in the sheets, bro. I can
Yes.
see it
She's
all
glucky
day.
sucking and
She
fucking.
walks around Target with dildos, no problem.
No
bro.
crumb. Oh, here's another
Self-checkout.
Here's another Ryland girl.
Oh, wow. She's giving IG Facetune model.
I love how they incorporated Riley into your hair.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Whoa!
That's like actually scary. Okay.
It's
Oh,
an NFT.
here's another Morgan one. This one's more of like an in real life shot. You know, just you hanging out with your
Oh,
birthday cake.
jeez.
And then this is you as a man.
Whoa.
Isn't that real?
It's kind of Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It's like really real. This is scary.
No, FaceApp is the most twisted app to ever be put into the App Store, and I pay for it monthly.
We also really we also did Jerid with hair, which turned into sort of a meltdown. So this is Jerid with hair.
Because look how fucking cool I look, dude. I could see myself going. Yeah,
it oddly makes you look old.
Yeah, you look like an old fart that hangs out at the neighborhood sports.
You look good,
but I'm also not someone that cares if I look old. Like I like the look I got right there. I look very established in life, and I could grow hair, which is cool.
But you look cooler the way you are.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I agree with Morgan.
Doesn't take away the fact I wish I had the hair, though.
Yeah, then we wanted to see what Jerid would look like as a woman. And
oh yeah,
she reviews movies for sure.
Fucking Karen, dude. Why do I gotta look like a Karen? Out of everyone in the world, that's like if someone told me, "Hey, how do you explain a Karen?" It's like, "Oh shit, bro, I found this photo the other day of some chick, and it's pretty much a Karen. So let me show you that, and I won't even need to explain it because you'll see it."
Oh, she's a suburb real estate agent.
Yeah.
So angry. So then I wanted to see what we all would look like as women.
Wow, I wish I was a girl. Gosh, you're hot too, Shane.
And look at Chris in this one. That's a different girl than we saw before. She's like a little goth, a little scary. Then we did old, and this one really threw me through a loop.
That should trip me out because of how much I look like her
It's
dad.
very realistic.
It's fucking weird.
Oh my gosh, you do look like your dad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how does it know, or is it just that's it?
Yeah, so that was our face app journey. It was really weird, but I don't regret it. Wow.
That was amazing.
Face app hit different, yo. No crumbs.
So wait, before we started the show, you said, "Oh, should I talk about the Litterbox thing?" And Ryland was like, "Yeah, what Litterbox thing? Because this sounds intense."
Give us the scoop.
I thought that's.
Did you mean to do that? No crumbs?
Of course I did, but I was trying to keep it way dry.
This is what my issue is today. If I've seen like I'm in a pissed off mood, I've healed from this now, but my whole saga yesterday was that the toilet at my apartment broke. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't think it's clogged because the water is clear, but it just rises and falls clear water. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to Target and get a plunger. Well, I go down to the parking garage. My tire is flat. I can't go anywhere. And I was like, I'm not going to. And then I was like, okay, I'll Uber to Target. But then in my rational thought process, no.
Did your emotional app warn you of this?
The toilet was going to get clogged while I had a flat tire and had
your distressed day. Yeah.
Oh, Mercury retrograde.
Yeah. So I go down to the parking garage. I'm like, I'm going to go to Target and get a plunger and see if that's the problem. But then there's a massive screw in the tire. The tire is completely flat. And I'm like, I can't Uber to Target to get a plunger and then Uber back. And the Uber driver sees me with a plunger.
And then you have to haul it up the elevator, too. That's the
know.
awkward thing about living in a high rise.
I know.
You could have bought a little duffel and hit it.
Oh.
Cheap trick later on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I was just like trying to problem solve really fast because I was really thinking like, what is the best situation here? Like, do I shit in the sink? Do I shit
There's a bathroom right outside your apartment. Literally, you open your door
gosh, Morgan.
and there's a public restroom and it's beautiful.
I can't do the public thing. I have to be at home in my own vicinity, in my own...
Yeah, pooping specific.
I can't wait to hear how this went down.
No,
What
I think
next?
that if you're in a pinch,
pun intended.
I lifted the lid off of the litter box
Stop
because
it.
I was sitting on the toilet and
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I just can't do it. I can't shit in the toilet knowing that it might not flush because I can't live with that type of guilt in my life because who knows when it's gonna get fixed. And then if a maintenance guy has to come fix it and I'm like, can you fix my toilet with a pile of shit in it? No. No, I would have to move out.
Oh my
So I was
God.
sitting on the toilet thinking about what I should do. I pondered the sink. I pondered the trash can. I pondered going somewhere like to mom and dad's maybe, but the tire was flat. And then I saw Cookie in the litter box.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a good idea. So I lifted the lid off and I popped a squat and I just went for it. And then...
What? What? What?
No.
I don't even know how to react.
That's the craziest thing a person has ever done. Ever in the history of the world.
Well, then what do you do?
Do you know
Are you
how
going to
much-
scoop it with the rest of your cash?
Do you know how much money you could have made if that was on OnlyFans? That's all I could think. Holy shit.
Is it still sitting there waiting for
That's
your
$1 billion
arrival?
video. Do you have it on tape? Oh my
It
God.
seems like the trash can would have taken a step out of the equation.
Wait, what did you do next?
No, because then I was thinking... If you just shit in the trash can, you're subjecting the person that cleans up the dumpster underneath to your shit.
So kind.
No. I'm talking into your trash can with a trash bag. Then you just take the trash bag.
No, but then I was thinking, if you put it in the litter, it does what it's meant to do. It collects the shit into
I don't
a
think
pile.
there was something better you could have done. I was thinking
That's what
bathtub.
I was
Wait a minute.
saying.
I was thinking
Hold on.
shower,
I was
but
thinking about the trash people below. I was thinking about my lovely neighbors. I was thinking about the maintenance people that
How
I
long
don't want
did
to have
this
to share
take?
my a long.
And then wait,
were you on your phone while you were pooping?
what kind of litter box?
It's just like a little one on the floor.
So then how did you, and this is a lot, but how did you get the litter to coat your shit?
Just pound it
Because
on.
cats, like, they do.
Maybe Cookie did it for her.
Well, when I was looking at it, this is the last time that I've had to shit, so this was the last problem that I had.
God.
I just lifted the whole bag out of the litter box, tied it up, it was ready to go, and I put it all down the trash chute because then I was like, no one's gonna know if it's the cat shit versus my shit. Where if you just put it
Oh,
they're gonna know.
You know, when was this? When was this? Because,
this was
guys,
last
there's
night.
something serious that's going to go down. When was this?
last night.
And is your toilet fixed?
No.
So you're still holding some in today.
I'm concerned about your well-being.
No,
because I
but
think
think
your
about-
cat is going to, from his perspective, is like, did
It's
she
her.
just assert that level of dominance?
Oh, yeah.
Because cats are a very, like, they're a sacred animal,
No,
you
she
know? They
watched
run
me
the
do it.
roost.
Oh!
Well, yeah,
You
of
didn't
course.
close
she's
the
like,
door for
she
some
was
privacy?
Like, she probably thought, yo, is she trying to assert her fucking kingdom on
Where'd
me
you-
right now by pooping in my shit?
And then you wiped your butt and then put the wipes in there too? How big is this box?
And when are they going to fix your toilet? Are you going home to a
This is the
toilet
craziest
tonight
thing I've
that doesn't
ever-
work?
Ever.
Yeah. So it's an issue.
Okay,
There's
this
a lot
is a
of
double
issues
standard.
here.
Imagine if I publicly said I shit in a litter box.
Well, that's because the way
I
that
would
you've
be-
been portrayed on the internet for years and years and years, you've done that to yourself.
People would be like, oh my God, he's a fucking. But you do it, and it's
It's a problem solving.
But
I
think
do
about-
think people have the same reaction. It just it will be, oh my God, it's fucking weird, but it's a problem.
No, you
solution.
gotta do what you gotta do.
What
It's
else
not
are you gonna
creepy,
do?
though.
What else
No,
are you gonna
because
do?
I
A
agree.
legitimate problem that I had to get solved right away. It was either the sink, the trash can, or
Yeah.
the litter box.
And you're right, you can't do the toilet because the maintenance man, there's no coming back from that.
There's no coming back from that,
It's
and
like-
I like the guys in the lobby, so I can't deal with
And
that.
who knows? What if the
Also,
maintenance man is your future husband?
Think about all the guys that are like on their little dating apps, and they're like, "I love to go camping." Where do they shit? On the ground for us all to look at.
Well, they dig a hole.
Okay, well, I buried it in a little.
No, you
clumping-
killed it. I'm not talking
Inventive.
shit. You killed it.
No, 10 out of 10. Problem
Yeah.
solving out
And
of
I
the.
a little
But
worried
then
about how
I
your
will
cat's gonna
say-
respond, but it's okay.
Inventive and thoughtful.
It
Yes.
was an out of character, so I was a little pissed off last night, and then I don't usually like write. If someone leaves me a rude comment, I'm not really the type to write back. Oh, I went off on a bitch, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I had a whole realization last night because I always wonder like, who are these people that write these angry comments? And then after I had a horrible night where I had to go shit in the litter box because my tire was flat, I wrote this bitch the angriest comment back where I was like,
Oh.
take a fucking hike, bitch.
Wow.
And then I was thinking, oh, I only did that because I was really angry at my own life.
Yeah.
So now I look at all
Yeah.
the people who leave me really mean comments. I'm like, maybe you're angry at your own life too, because
Yeah.
that was an out of character
Yeah.
thing. for me
Wow,
to do.
I've been doing that recently too.
They're all shitting in litter boxes.
Yeah, I've been acting out when things have been going wrong. So
Like-
we need to check ourselves. Yeah.
Wow, I like that realization.
Listen,
that was cool.
I don't want it to seem like I'm judging you because to me personally, that's the most iconic thing I've
I've
ever
seen
heard
your
in my
piss in a water bottle.
life. Oh, I would say that's not
okay.
too bad.
What
litter
is
box.
worse, the piss in the water bottle or the shit in the litter box?
Well, this is actually another girl thing. So to guys, that's really normal. And back when I was getting canceled, there was so much about Shane pees in bottles, he pees in bottles. That's so gross. And I'm like, that is literally.
If I was in a car, I would do it too.
I'm like, it's literally
got
nothing.
it.
But I think girls, because a lot of girls were canceling me, I think girls were like, he's so stinky and gross, he pisses in bottles. And I'm like,
Your
wait till
boyfriend
you get a
does too,
boyfriend.
baby.
The
I don't
victim.
think there's a better solution than what I had. And if anyone has a better solution,
No, I think not only was
I
it a
would-
great solution, but like you turned it into such an amazing message. That was
Yes.
great.
Oh no, nobody
out
can
to
turn
you.
that into a
Wow.
negative. There's
I
no way.
like that. That was deep. That was cool.
Okay, welcome back to Conspiracy Corner. Except I don't really have any conspiracies, although I do have one Mandela effect, just one. Morgan,
Whoa.
the movie.
You think Jerid herself is a Mandela effect?
I don't exist. Shane created me in a lab.
The Little Mermaid. How does the famous song go from The Little Mermaid?
Under the sea.
Okay.
Under the sea.
The other one.
Wish
Okay.
I could be.
I
Oh,
wanna, wish I, could
wish
be.
I had feet or something.
I want to see that movie. I wish I had
Oh,
feet or
part
something.
of your world.
Well, what if
Diamonds and glitters. Yeah, that. Okay.
I keep going? That
I don't
sounds
know
good.
the lyrics. I know the tune.
Now, What if I told you that song does not say part of your world, and it never has said part of your world?
What is it?
And that is a Mandela effect. It says part of that world.
Part of that world.
Isn't that crazy? When I saw that, I was like, what?
Isn't the song called Part of Your World?
Sorry.
Wait, so
What's
did
the
they
song
change the
called?
title too?
I don't know, but it's never said part
me
of your
check it out.
world. It's part of that world.
I feel like
Is it
the other
Universe?
song is better.
So do
Under
I.
the sea.
Oh.
Under the sea.
Right.
Yeah, that's agreed
Who
upon.
cares when there's a better song?
I don't give a
So-
fuck about the stupid mermaid. I like the crab
So just like
and the yellow fish.
Yes,
So I don't
Further.
care what world she wants to be in. Honestly, I think that she lives in a self-fulfilling prophecy where she should just get the fuck over it, be a mermaid, and deal with it. I'm like,
I don't know if I should clap for that. That's a lot. Wow, you're going to be an interesting mother.
All Disney princesses. No, the Disney princesses are all Victim Village.
Go
they
off.
all live in Victim
Go
Village.
off.
And literally, I just want to say, shut the fuck up, you stupid princess, and get over it.
Hold on, there's a crumb. Get it. Keep going.
Haven't you seen the thing about Snow White? And she's
No.
like 16, and the old ass man's trying to kiss her while she's dead in a coma. Snow White, she's a child, asleep.
I guess I've
dead,
never seen it.
coma, and then an old man's over her like, kiss me and you'll wake up. Like, ew.
Wow. You're really going off.
Yikes.
What else?
Is
Beauty
that
and the
her
Beast.
fault though?
No, that's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not her fault. Well, she might be the exception, but like Cinderella, just clean the floors, bitch.
Wow.
I don't know any of the storylines
the
enough.
crumb has been picked up.
Wow, she hoovered
She
vacuumed
ate
that
it.
crumb.
Damn.
Woo-wee.
Or like Rapunzel, just jump.
What? Okay, guys.
I don't think I'm well versed in the stories enough to know what this means.
That sounded bad.
You're bringing it for Conspiracy
That
Corner. What are you
sounded-
saying?
The tower's not that high. Tie your hair up to the
Yes.
ceiling. Use
Yeah.
it as a thing, a rope to get down. You can get out of there.
This
I
bitch
agree.
never seen parkour?
Exactly.
There's a way to do it, right? Come on, dude. You don't got YouTube?
Chris is going to cry. You're like really emotionally affected by what she's saying right now.
sorry.
No, I'm
Are
not
you?
emotionally affected. I just sounds like I think she's gonna die if she jumps.
Not like jump like suicide. Jump like escape, girl.
They
Get
wa-
out and build a new life.
That's how they want you to feel trapped, dude. But you're
Yes.
not going to die. You're going to fucking flip out of it.
Well, wow. I really
That's too
enjoyed that.
deep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really,
You look
really
like
enjoyed
our Ariel in your wig.
that. I feel like it.
Very much so.
But
Wow.
you have feet and she doesn't.
I want to
so
be a
you're
part
winning.
of that world.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Jared's not
That was weird.
helping.
I didn't like that.
Fueling.
I did.
I have to pee so bad that I have like a pregnant belly of pee.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this is the first time we've had somebody else here for the recap. This is exciting and scary.
Ooh,
Get
freaked
excited for the
out.
bop of a song that this is.
Okay, and Morgan, if you feel like dancing, get into it.
You'll be on camera, so do it.
If
No
you
ground.
don't, you better do it.
Lights, camera, action. Ryland's recap is about to happen. Ryland's recap.
Regina's recap. On today's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast, the boys and girl woo, cosplay as Mean Girls characters. I forgot we had a girl on the show. Well, I was like the guys, and then there was a girl. I don't know. What do you want from me? The boys bully Regina, even though she's the mean girl. Ooh. Morgan joins the show as the first ever female, and boy, oh boy, does she get down and dirty.
Just pause. Let's clap. That was so fucking amazing right there. Dude, that was like brilliant. Okay, let's go. Keep going.
Okay.
Morgan shit in the litter box.
Morgan shit in a litter box, and if you don't think it's real, here's the timestamp. Twitter is freaking out, but it's okay because the boys pee in bottles.
Chris broke a windshield.
In today's episode, Chris reveals his angry side. Never did we think he could break a window, yet he busted one with his fist.
Oh, also, we got banned from Snapchat for a dildo.
Oh, he did.
Oh!
He did.
Yeah.
Chris reveals he was banned from... It was TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Morgan rats out Chris for getting banned from TikTok showing his big old dildo. The boys teach Morgan what a grower is. She had no idea.
Ariel freaking sucks.
Oh, yeah. Morgan
yeah.
hates Disney. Chris is sad by it.
Yeah.
Morgan reveals she hates all Disney princesses, saying they live in Victim Village. Chris took this personally and literally started crying.
Did it have any impact on your views on Morgan? Because earlier on, I feel like you proposed to her or something like that.
Right.
Oh,
right? So, like, did that have any bearing on your feelings?
I still want to marry Morgan.
Morgan still wants to marry her. Still
Morgan
kinda
reveals
creepy,
she
a little
would
creepy
marry
about it.
Chris.
I couldn't stop bleeding and I ruined the show.
Oh, Katie Heron in true Katie Heron fashion shows up, steals the attention, and couldn't stop bleeding. Big old blood bubble girl.
Okay.
Stole the show.
Chris is the biggest perv.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris is a pervert.
I'm not.
Chris doesn't identify as a pervert.
The group comes to a conclusion on who the biggest pervert is. It was revealed to be Chris, yet he doesn't identify as a pervert himself.
I like sex. Why is that bad?
Chris likes sex, which we all think is fine.
That was aggressive.
I'm a pervert.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm a pervert. I
Shout
don't
out
fucking
to
care. Who
perverts.
cares? I'm a perv.
Morgan reveals that you can buy a dildo in Target. It's no big deal. Jerid thinks the second you walk out, be careful because you could become a sexual predator.
Whoa.
Just saying. Is there a dildo that can be a grower?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We need to invent that.
We'll get on it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Like you put it. Wait, as a girl, tell us if this is a good idea.
She doesn't know what a grower is.
It's called Dilgrow.
Yes. So it's small, and you put it in, and then it grows and gets bigger.
Whoa.
That seems like a safety hazard.
It gives birth to its penis inside of you. That
It
sounded
sounds like
so
one
weird
of
and
things
creepy.
that you drop in water and it grows into an animal.
Exactly.
But it's in you.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
Revisit that.
Okay.
Chris's boyfriend no longer attracted him because he shaved his face.
Oh, yes.
Chris's boyfriend is kind of abusive, but he loves it. It's just in sarcastic fun, don't worry. They're gonna break up soon because Chris shaved his face.
This was everybody go follow all of us on Snapchat.
Oh my gosh. In other news, everyone is Snapchatting. It's a Snapchat party. Follow us all on Snapchat. We'll be listed in the description section below. We hope you enjoyed your time here at the Shane Dawson Podcast. And obviously, we have to thank our first guest, woman guest, Morgan Adams.
Really quickly. 1 to 5, how do you rate us? How good was it? Like a quick survey? Was it exciting? Did you have fun? Yes.
Wow. Follow her on her own vlog channel at Morgan Vlogs or Morgan's Vlogs.
You'll find it either
The two S's.
And her Snapchat.
And
You
her
should
Snapchat.
Post a picture of the litter box.
Follow her on Instagram. We're all flopping on Instagram, so I'm not saying you are, but I'm just assuming.
That was so mean.
I'm saying
personally
everyone's flopping on
killing it.
Instagram. We were talking about how everyone's stories just get cut in half
You
and
need
half
to
and
take
half.
off that wig.
Sorry.
You're too mean.
This is about me. I'm flopping on Instagram.
You know who you're
and
giving,
TikTok, quite
you know
honestly.
whose vibes are giving me right now,
What?
too? Is back in the day, Fox 11, Good Day LA, Jillian Barbary.
Yes.
Thank
oh my God,
you.
very specific.
We went on a deep
Yes.
dive of her the other day.
We did.
She had bigger boobs. That's it. But
Yeah.
everything else the same.
All right. Well, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, follow, do all the things, and we'll see you right here in 2 weeks on the Shane Dawson Podcast.
You perverts.
All right. Well, that was thank you so much, Morgan, for coming. Sorry it was such a fucking nightmare, and I hope that you'll come back.
She gave it a 6.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat pizza. Hopefully you guys enjoyed whatever the hell this really was. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
You guys are going to eat pizza? Just saying. I'm Regina.
Take off that wig. See you
Bye.
guys next time. Bye.